Let's say, for example, if I had a baby and he was maybe 10 years old and he was close to a person of contact, you will lock him in that gangster hotel and then you're gonna force me to go with him because he can't be there alone, and you're gonna be like, well, you can't work, so if you get fired, that's not my fault. Hey guys, what's up? It's me again, Meat Puppet. You know me, just a father caring about this weird world that we're living in. And look, you remember that tennis player that was like very gangster? Look what's happening to him.
His hardline stance that could impact world number one Novak Djokovic.
Premier quickly killed off any chance of Victoria handing Djokovic an exemption unless he was fully vaccinated.
And what I want to make very clear is that the state of Victoria will not be applying for any exemptions for unvaccinated players.
Well, it went down to the wire, but world number one Novak Djokovic has been granted an exemption to compete in the 2022 Australian Open. The defending champ shared the news on social media following months of uncertainty over his vaccination status.
Now, that was a few days ago, you know. Now, imagine what is going to happen now when I woke up. Oh no! They got Djokovic! Djokovic, fight! Oh! Kill them! So I decided to go on Twitter to see if I can find something interesting to talk about. And then I saw on the right side, hey, Australia has fallen. I was like, hey, what the heck is happening? I clicked on it. I was like, let me see. Scroll a little down and I'm like, what? James, the best tennis player today in Australia, has been detained as a political prisoner. I'm like, oh. Okay, so I thought he had an exemption. That is what I thought. The True Bloods are not allowed to leave home. Oh, even for work or exercise in... Okay. The Australians abroad are still unable to return home. That's horrible. This is just another day in Australia. Australia has fallen. Yeah, man. You're the most gangster country in back in the day when I remember Crocodile Dundee. Oh, man. I always wanted to see a kangaroo. Oh, man. Woo! Australia.
Hey, put a mask on.
Hold on. You want me to put on a mask?
No,
Why are you rallying?
You harassed my dad at an election. Is it time to harass me now?
You literally walked up to me.
Even before you had clout, you were just so aggressive and condescending. And it's like, what are you trying to project, you know?
Another one aggressive here today?
Yeah, well, I have a problem with you.
No. No, you're special. You can come in my face and I ask you, why are you so aggressive? And your answer is, I have a problem with you. You can't do it. That is what bully do. Djokovic's hearing adjourned to remain in immigration detention. Australia cancelled Djokovic's visa and denied entry upon his arrival, saying he failed to provide necessary evidence of a vaccine exemption. Wow, okay. Australia will not immediately deport tennis world number one Novak Djokovic as the star remained in immigration detention, government lawyer has told it. At the hearing on Thursday, the representative from the SERB and for the Minister for Immigration reached an agreement that no move would be made to deport the 20-time major winner for Monday hearing in federal court. State lawyer Christopher Trans said Australia did not plan to deport him before the final court hearing. Federal Circuit Court Judge Anthony Kelly said there was a delay in receiving the application for a review of the visa decisions and the temporary ban on Djokovic's deportation. Australia cancelled Djokovic's visa and denied entry upon his arrival earlier. The country's border agency announced, saying that the sportsman failed to provide appropriate evidence to meet entry requirement. The SERB has obtained a medical exemption for staying a True Blood in order to play in the Australia Open, which starts in less than 2 weeks. Djokovic was taken from Melbourne's Tullamarine Airport to the Park Hotel, a government detention hotel notorious for several chupacabra outbreaks, pending his removal. Judge Kelly said he was open to Djokovic giving evidence remotely from immigration detention. He warned he would not be swayed by a Tennis Australia preference that was a matter to be resolved by Tuesdays. If I can say with the respect necessary to tail, won't be wagging the dog here, he said. Oh, so you're not a happy dog. Nick Wood was representing Djokovic, said he was available to discuss his client's plight with authorities, noting that solving the visa issue was critical. As I sit here, the absence of a visa, if the cancellation decision is valid, is an insuperable obstacle to Djokovic competing in the tournament. Earlier on Thursday, Australia Prime Minister Scott Morrison confirmed Djokovic's visa has been cancelled on social media. You're telling me that nobody is going to get an advantage by just telling Djokovic, the best player in the world, you cannot come? Maybe the second player is gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna be the champion of Chupacabra. Rules are rules, especially when it comes to our borders. Yeah, sure, no one is above the rules. Well, if he got 2 exemptions from his doctors, that's enough, I think. Really? Do you really think I have to go to Australia? Well, I would never go now, but now if I go, I need to send my confirmation, but you're going to be like, well, I don't trust you because you're such a big example in the media, so if you go through, everybody exemption also have to go through. We're not all about that. You guys use the army to hold people accountable. You guys lock people up. Let's say, for example, if I had a baby and he was maybe 10 years old and he was close to a person of contact, you will lock him in that gangster hotel and then you're going to force me to go with him because he can't be there alone, and you're going to be like, well, you can't work, so if you get fired, that's not my fault. Our strong border policy has been critical to Australia having one of the lowest death rates in the world from Chupacabra. The Victorian state government has mandated that all players, staff and fans attending to Australia must be not a true blood unless there is a genuine reason why an exemption should be granted. I think that's really difficult. We're going in such a weird direction that now at certain job, when you go on a Zoom call, you have to put a mask because somebody is getting triggered. You gotta be freaking kidding me, man. This fear mongering, it's your fault, the government. No wonder so many people are... The decision to award Djokovic a medical extension prompted an outcry on social media and criticism from the sports people, medical professional, and the politician. If I have to be honest, I would only agree with medical professionals that say something about this. What do I care about the sport people? They're competing, they want to win. What do I care about the politician? They're not normal human beings. They don't really care about the people. They care about the business that are giving them money. That's the problem. Normal people donate $1, $2, $20 to the people they care that's going to need to promote them. For example, all these politicians that I see are getting funded by gangster people with a huge bunch of money, and they represent them. They're not representing the small people. Most of these politicians, they don't even read the bill. They let some staff read the bill and they're like, oh, this is good? Okay, we're gonna go with this. I'm like, no. It should be a law that if you don't read the bill, you should get a federal something crime or something and go to prison. And that is what this is showing people, like, you don't really care about us. You just care about the moral choices that gives you more point to the moral government that wants you to do something. Another former player, Corey McCrennan, tweeted, people with loved ones who are dying, some needing urgent treatment, cannot get into their own states. You tell people they can't go to college or cafe without being vaxxed, but if you're the world number one, you get a pass. So he's getting angry that nobody can do something. The exemption isn't working, but now the people are pissed because they're like, oh, you're going to give somebody from another country the pass, but not me. So instead of fighting the government, you start talking about ways to attack the person that's trying to get whatever you want. You shouldn't get angry at the guy coming in. You should get angry at your government. The federal and state government heavily push the importance of staying to the blood or not. And as a result, 90% of the people over 16 have been double dosed and have a booster program. Okay, man, do whatever you have to do. Boycott Australian Open. This is also a hashtag that is going around. Novak Djokovic detained in Melbourne, Australia airport and being interrogated for 6 hours like a terrorist, even thought he has medical... Oh, I said the word! Exemption as requested. Now, he has been denied entry and deported. Is this the world you want to live in? Enough is enough. Boycott Australia Open. I do. Yes, I do think they should do it. I am disgusted, angry Australia. Explain why other players have the right to pass with the same motive as Djokovic. You treated him at the airport like a savage. All because it's him. You hate Your hate will make Djokovic stronger. Oh, Djokovic is the Hulk. Why does someone even need a medical exemption to enter a country? That's true. That's true. I didn't think about it. That's like me kicking somebody out of my house because I'm not sure they're a Muslim. That is the most weirdly racist thing you can do, but say, hey, I'm doing it for the best of the judgment morally. But back in the day, people did that for the family. You are doing that for a bunch of people that you consider family, that you don't even share the blood, you even share the meal, and you're like, I love you, I care more about you, but let's listen to this guy that is living in UK or USA, I don't know. This is not Djokovic humiliation, this is your humiliation, Australia. Yeah? Freaking political theater. Disgrace, shame, and something will be remembered for a long time. Yeah, man. You can't be a true blood if you arrive here. That's what they're saying. Are you really gonna do that forever?
End of the day. Yeah, what's the rule? There's rules of entry and we haven't broken any.
There's rules of entry. I'm compliant with the rules of entry. The signs are not appropriate. Well,
How are they not appropriate? There's no swear words. There's nothing defamatory on the signs. No.
So it's inappropriate to have a sign of Djokovic at the tennis playing thing. Dude, what is wrong with these people? It's not a bad word. So if somebody doesn't agree with the government, you're like, well, we don't want to see his face anymore. Are you freaking kidding me? You can't ban people and lock people up. It's like, I don't want you to have any opinion, because if this is going to keep going like this, the next time you sneeze accidentally in the wrong way and they catch you on camera and you then do this, you're gonna go to prison. This is where Australia is going. I'm surprised that nobody is seeing this. Well, they're seeing it now, but maybe it's too late. The frog is already boiling. Just to be crystal clear here, this is a tennis player. 2 separate medical boards approved of his exemption, and politicians are stopping it in Australia. That doesn't deserve to host a Grand Slam. And I like, look people, this is bad. If a medical doctor tells you, you can't take this, there's a problem with your body, don't take it because it will end horribly. 2 different ones. You're gonna be like, yeah, we don't trust those people. Of course you don't trust those people. We don't even trust you already because you're doing gangster stuff. You opened hotels that you say is only for the people that go outside and come back in. So, but what are you doing right now? You're locking everybody up that was just in close contact, and you send them to a place that you said, we're just gonna test you with the PCR and you can go back home. I was kind of happy, and now I'm kind of rawr. I get angrier, just like Djokovic Hulk. But anyway, man, we'll see. Let me know your opinion. Life is Gucci. Stay healthy. And do not watch the Open. I never watched tennis. I just watched the clips of guys playing super good. That's it. But you get my point. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. And they. See? I can adapt.
Don't get me wrong, mako sa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde, kush, hash, purple, skunk, criollo, colombici, jam, jam, turloqueta, verdeta, welcome. Dem vida mi a tu iniciativa, padre ku indica, e também que sung sativa. Te ainda no que acepta ku eta medicina, Bob D nang di, eta causa rebeldia. Cooking,